Of course, it's so important for you and for the team to get back to winning ways, and 4 more tricky stages tomorrow. The job's not done yet, is it?
The job is definitely not done. First of all, the guys have to do a good job tonight to get the car ready for tomorrow, to have a fresh car tomorrow after such conditions we have seen over the last 2 days. The car is suffering a lot. And then the weather will still be tricky probably tomorrow morning, so we need to be very focused and concentrated.
A fresh car and a fresh set of tyres? Would you imagine most people have been saving one set aside?
Fresh enough to get through the day.
What do you take away from an experience in a battle like that against an 8-time world champion?
Well, you need to. It needs to give confidence to that you're able to do it. We were able to do it in Mexico, also in here. So we are developing.
Yeah. And finally, that 1-2 finish, so important for you and the team and Thierry, of course, for both your championship hopes. But it's not done yet, is it? And what have you heard about the conditions tomorrow? Can we finally have a dry day, or is there still more fun to come?
No. Still some rain coming. There was already, and big chances tomorrow to get as well. So it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, of course, it's never nice to hear your teammate having some issue or something like this. So yeah, not happy to hear that, but of course that can happen, and it was really what we were, let's say, seeing if something happens in front of us. Of course, you never want it to be your teammate.
Everyone's being very cagey about the fresh tyres situation. I'd imagine most people have a fresh set for tomorrow. What are your targets and tactics for tomorrow in terms of tyres, and how much are you going to risk a push in that power stage as well?
Let's see tomorrow how the power stage is on the second pass and what is the feeling. But of course now we should have quite good tyre package for tomorrow. Really hard to say what the others really have, but I think our tyres should be quite okay.
Yeah, talk us through, obviously you had that mechanical issue this morning. How much work had gone on there in the midday service, and how was the car feeling? Was there still work to do when you got through to the afternoon loop as well?
No, the guys did a great job. The car was fine, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, obviously there was quite a lot of work that they had to get done in the service, so they did a great job to turn it around, and it worked fine again for the afternoon. But of course we still managed to have a few problems in the water. I think probably a bit more of a conservative approach probably makes it worse in some ways, and we ended up taking on a fair bit of water.
So I'd imagine then maybe they can have a bit more focus on the setup side of things in this evening service. And then what's the targets for tomorrow? You mentioned that power stage points will be on your mind tomorrow.
Yeah, well, naturally we have to try and get something from it, and of course we have to try and have a clean run through. It's still not easy stages tomorrow, so we'd have to try and get a clean run through, and then try and see what's possible in the power stage.
But considering what you've been through, I mean, you were on your roof yesterday lunchtime, and now you're in 5th place. I mean, one of those bizarre rallies that you can go through that and still be on for a top 5 finish. I mean, do you feel kind of relieved to be in this situation in a way?
I am so disappointed to went out of the car yesterday, because I lost more time to went into the car and put the belts and all. If I know the spectator, they come so fast to putting me in the wheels, I just stay in the car, But I didn't know where I was, and I didn't know if it was people or what, so I went out, and when you realize we lost this amount of time and we are still here, it's good.
It's still 4 more stages to go. What can you tell us about those 4 stages tomorrow, or 2 stages tomorrow, and what have you heard about the weather tomorrow? Because we just seems to be one thing after another this weekend.
Yeah, the stages are really, really fast, tricky stages, and especially the shakedown was okay, but the other stage is really, really fast, and they will be already in Recce. It was really wet in some places, and so it will be demanding stages.
One driver's misfortune is another one's benefit. Of course, it does give a boost to Calais championship hopes, doesn't it? Certainly that podium finish so important now after a really difficult weekend and a rally that he doesn't necessarily normally enjoy here.
Yeah, I think some of the stages are not the favourite for Calais, and not easy day on the first day to open the road, but he has heritage the positions now that he's on the podium position, and I just talk with him that if he can just get it through tomorrow with that, it's good for his personal championship. But of course we know that we also want to have 2 cars finish tomorrow, because we need to manufacture championship points. Hyundai is now 1-2, so they're in a strong position. Although I have to say that the power stage points will matter quite a lot tomorrow.
Bye.